Hello, everybody. This is Kimchi Crypto. I am going to talk about October crash was predicted by this guy named Ash Crypto. And then what's going to happen? Let's dive in. Hyperliquid founder criticizes CE for underreporting liquidation data after market wipeout. Jeff Yan, co-founder of Hyperliquid, said some centralized exchanges may have underreported liquidation data by as much as 100 times. If this is true, this is a huge problem, right? Yan's comment followed a record surge in liquidations on Friday, driven by sharp market volatility. Why did CEX's central exchanges underreport liquidation data? Because it can expel all those traders from CEXs like Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, etc. Too much fear if that's inside the market, they never trade again. This sounds plausible in my personal opinion. Binance, to compensate users affected by a crash in Wrapped, Binance Ethereum, Binance Solana, and Athena's USDE. Wrapped tokens crashed as Binance's infrastructure buckled, making it harder for market makers to stabilize prices. Anyway, right now, right here, Cardano, Dogecoin, major cryptocurrencies lead crypto rebound following an emotional $19 billion reset. ETF inflows remain strong, exchange balances near cycle lows, and the broader narrative is arguably stronger after the washout. And the market showed signs of recovery partly because of US-China trade tensions appeared to ease. Traders are optimistic about the long-term structure despite recent volatility and liquidations. This sounds all great. By the way, why does this whole thing happen? The trader named Emperor mentioned this. Think about it. Trump shorts the market to make money if market dumps. Trump announced China tariff, market dumps. He made billions. Market in fear. Trump buys stocks that's dumped because of fear. Announces no China tariff. He's friends with the Chinese. Market pumps again. Trump makes another billions. This sounds very much reasonable to me as well. I very much feel sorry to say this, but we can't prove it with evidential proofs. But it sounds very much plausible to me. The guy named Ash Crypto, he has 2 million followers in his X account. This guy predicted October crash. Maybe he is now predicting something to come later. This guy, his October prediction, it was written on October 2nd. He thinks we are seeing a pump to make everyone believe Pumptober. Just think about just 2 weeks before, just by the end of September, the early October, we had some opium about the Pumptober, right? This Pumptober belief was real, and soon we can get a nasty drop where Bitcoin dumps closer to the 106K level and ETH dumps near $3,800 or lower, and everyone will think October is gone. Which sounds very much true as of now. This will happen to liquidate all the bulls out there, especially the retail investors. This phase will happen until mid-October, 15th or 20th, the maximum. Please be noted, this was written on October 2nd. Anyway, when everyone is bearish, people think Pumptober is cancelled, shorts piled up, and bears are confident. That's when the market will bounce back again and start giving Q4 parabolic candles likely towards the last 10 days of October, which is likely to roll out. Then October monthly will close with a massive percent gain, and the Q4 parabolic pump will start, which will send Bitcoin to 150K to 180K and Ethereum to 8K to 12K, and the true alt season will finally begin, sending altcoins 10x, 20x, even 50x in just 3 to 4 months. True alt season will finally begin, and sending altcoins to like several dozen x's in the next 3 to 4 months. He can be wrong, so we kept pumping from here. He is 85% in the market already, so I wanted to pump from here, but the market always does the opposite. So I am holding 15% cash to buy the dip, prepare for this scenario. If it goes up, my 85% will benefit. If it goes down, I will use my last remaining 15% cash to buy the dip. To win this in this market, you need to plan for both sides. Well, this was written 2 weeks ago, and is it going to be right again? We don't know yet. Nobody can predict the near future multiple times in a row, in my personal opinion. But what we can learn from him is this. He was very much ready for both scenarios, up scenario and down scenarios, and plan A and plan B as well. We need to do this as well. Because, if we use high leverage and we just too much bullish, and we looking at the same direction altogether, it's gonna fall. It's gonna crash one time. Anyway, Mr. Golden mentioned he can't believe whales are running the 2020 playbook again, forcing everyone to sell before all of altcoin ETF approvals is diabolical. Could be true, but we'll see what happens next. Benjamin Cohen, one of those traders out there, he mentioned, my minimum ETH target here is 5,300. Minimum target. Another veteran trader named Peter Brandt, who is a 50-year-long veteran trader, he also predicted ETH price to go much, much higher from here. Is it going to be alright this time as well? Raul Paul, he mentioned, all said and done, regardless of what sparked it, Friday was a flash crash. Flash crashes usually recover in V-shapes back to their prior price range and usually go on to make new highs softly or shortly after. In this case, we entirely wiped out all accumulated leverage to higher. You have survived another huge massacre event and hope the crypto market to go much higher from here. Thank you for listening.